Hey guys, Clinton Anderson here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed part 1, part 2, now it's part 3 of our Academy training program. So this will wrap it up today and show you how it all comes together to produce a well-broke horse that's quiet, safe, and responsive in the arena, and quiet and safe and relaxed outside the arena, on the trail, on the parade, wherever you want to ride him, he's going to take care of you. I'm Clinton Anderson, and I have a method for training horses. Getting horses to behave is simple. It's training people that's the real trick. Join me as I tackle some of the most challenging situations with problem horses and with problem owners. Okay guys, we're on day 21. So right about now, you need to be thinking about getting the horse potentially reshod. What do I mean by this? So if possible, if the horses were quiet enough, we would highly encourage the owners to have them shod when they got to the ranch. Like a day or two before they brought them to the ranch, have them already shod. So that way, we've got a lot less chance that their feet are going to get cracked and you know, destroyed in the training process because they're brittle and not trimmed correctly. But I'd say at least 2/3 of the horses, they were not shod when they got here because they were either too wild, too dangerous, not handled, couldn't catch them, you name it, okay? So typically, after about 2 weeks of training, they should for sure have their feet good enough that somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks maximum, you should be able to get a set of shoes on them without any problem. Okay, that should be able to get done at that particular point, okay? If the horse already came shod, you need to be starting to think about when you're going to get him reshod again so that you're not losing shoes and his feet don't get too long, and get him reshod. So that just needs to be on your mind some, okay? Rightio. By this point on day 21, should be on full alfalfa by now. It says, if not, red flag. That basically means we are burning so many calories that if they're not on straight all the alfalfa they can eat, and typically getting a scoop and a half of grain twice a day, there is no way this horse is not going to be a bag of bones by the time the owner picks it up. So the reason I have red flag there is that if your horse is still on grass hay and it's been on training at the ranch for 21 days, that's 3 weeks, there's a problem there. Something's going wrong. I don't know what it is, but something's going wrong. Because I know after 21 days, they're pretty damn sweaty when we bring them back. They're exhausted. They're tired. So if we're not giving them a lot of feed, they're going to be wither away to nothing by the end of the training process. So that's why I had red flag there, okay? Obstacle course, we could start backing the horse in angles, okay? So not just backing them straight now on the ground. We'll back them, turn them a quarter, back them up straight. Turn them a corner, back them straight. Then we've got the 14th ride, okay? Typically by the 14th ride, we're wearing spurs, but we might duct tape around the spur rail so they're kind of blunt, okay? And just wrap them up with tape or duct tape. That way he gets used to feeling something on your feet, but he won't overreact by having it, you know, a little bit more bite to it, that he might overreact and buck you off, especially maybe a hot Arab or thoroughbred. You don't want them getting all upset and nervous that you've got spurs on and they start getting hot again, okay? So again, this is our ride. We've got flexing 5 minutes. We've got one rein stops, 10 minutes on the way to the tree area. Yield to a stop, 10 minutes. Rest 5 minutes. Confused loping for 10 minutes. Rest 5 minutes. Bending at the walk, 5 to 10 minutes. Circling trees, rest, confused loping, rest for 5 minutes, bending at the walk again, 5 to 10 minutes, 1 rein stops on the way home, yield to a stop on the way home, okay? But this is all done with your spur now. Why do we use a spur? Spurs encourage a horse to bend their rib cage, to bend around our inside leg. We're not using spurs for speed. We're not using spurs for forward motion. We're strictly using spurs to get the horse's body parts to bend around our inside leg, okay? So by this stage of the game, they should be relatively quiet. Basically, by this stage of the game, we should be able to tie them up to a fence and saddle them at the fence. We should be able to saddle them by 21 days, kind of getting close to being inside the barn, saddling them, even if they're not tied up, but they're inside the barn, you're saddling there, etc. Right about now, you could start bathing the horses as well. Typically, when we start bathing them, we take them out to a round pen, we spray them down. We've got a club DVD, digital download on bathing horses, you know, how to get them used to water. We use it in a big round pen to begin with. What I'm saying is you don't take them to the claustrophobic wash rack and try to get them to handle the water right there. Put them in an open area where they've got room to move their feet. So by this stage, you could be introducing water to them as well. Day 22, obstacle course, plastic bag, desensitize, our 15th ride. We're wearing spurs now, so it's typically the second ride. I'll take off the duct tape off the spurs. You don't have to if it's a real sensitive horse, but most of the time you do. Take off your duct tape or electrical tape off your spurs. Flexing, we've got bending transitions on the way to the trees, okay? So we got bending, now we're doing bending transitions. Trot them off, bend them back to a walk. Trot them off, bend them back to a walk. Trot them off. So bending transitions all the way out to the tree area. We've got yield to a stop for 10 minutes at the walk, trot, and canter. All 3 gaits you practice this. Yield to a stop is quite a bit harder than what people think to get it really good, to where you're breaking that rear end loose, okay? Rest 5 minutes. You've got confused loping for 10 minutes. Every time they're lean, you go back the opposite way. Rest 5 minutes. Vertical flexion. So here's something new. Vertical flexion at the standstill. You're going to work on that anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Circling trees, 10 minutes, okay? I circle for trees every day. Start out 5 minutes, tree to tree at the trot. Then do 5 minutes, lope to a tree, trot around the tree. So I usually do 5 minutes at the trot, 5 minutes at the canter. Always trot around the tree though. Rest for 5 minutes, another loping session, confused loping. Rest for 5 minutes, and then we've got vertical flexion, vertical at the standstill. Again, we'll work on that again. And then bending transitions and yield to a stop on the way home. So if my yield to a stop's pretty good, I'll probably work on a few more bending transitions. But on the way home, I'm only going to go from a trot to walk. I'm never going to lope them home. Trot to a walk, transition. So we've brought in bending transitions in this particular deal. So this is ride 15.
Like what you see? Then get the app, join the club, and watch it all. Anytime, anywhere, on any device. Experience the mobile method today.
Day 23, obstacle course, introducing our plastic bags, stick and string, etc. Backing up. By now you should be backing from the end of your lead ropes, okay? 16th ride. We're going to start in the arena. We're going to do bending transitions for 10 minutes. Well, we always flex them first, of course. Bending transitions for 10 minutes at the walk, trot, and canter. Lope them off, bend them down to a walk. Trot them off, bend them down to a walk. You mix it up. And then we've got rollbacks on the fence. That's for 10 minutes. This is a new impulsion exercise now. So up to this point, we've had cruising lesson, follow the fence, confused loping out in the trees, and now our 4th exercise is going to be rollbacks on the fence. So we're going to do that in the arena first because it's got a good fence there, roughly 10 minutes, okay? Rest for 5 minutes. Then we're going to go yield to a stop and bend in transitions on your way out to the tree area, okay? So again, if yield to a stop needs more work, I'll work that a little bit more. If bend in transitions needs more work, I'll work that more. If they're both not too bad, I'm going to do a little bit of each. Circling the trees for 10 minutes. Okay, I can't stress that enough, how important the tree-to-tree exercise is and circling the trees. A lot of what I'm talking about now is on the Training on the Trail kit. Go over that, study it, watch it inside and out, because that is going to cover a lot of the things we're talking about here. Rest for 5 minutes, confused loping for 10 minutes, rest for 5 minutes. Vertical at the standstill. We have one rein stops and yield to a stop on the way back. Just do a few more transitions again. So right about day 23, we're going to start the hobbling process in the round pen. One-legged hobble, sideline, etc. We have a whole digital download on hobbles and leg restraints. Watch that. It shows you everything to do. But I'm going to introduce, we've already introduced the lariat on his rope by this point, on his legs by this point, but we're introducing the hobbles around day 23, okay?
Want more? Get more. The No Worries Club is the best way to get the most out of your training experience. Stick around to find out more.
Hey mate, Clint Anderson here. For the past 20 years, I've devoted my life to creating the best training tools and videos available to help bring my method to you. But there's only one problem. You can't bring your TV into the arena. That's why we've been hard at work developing a new platform to deliver the method to you in a whole new way. A way that brings 20 years of horsemanship and puts it in the palm of your hand. Introducing the mobile method. It's part of the new Down Under digital experience, and it makes learning the method easier than ever before. Let me show you how it works, mate.
Now you can always have access to the method, even when you're on the go or at the barn. The Down Under Horsemanship app gives you access to your digital training kits and allows you to download videos and training content directly to your mobile device or view them on your computer. The Down Under Horsemanship app also offers over 86 hours of free, in-depth training content. No Worries Club members will have full access to Clinton's ever-growing training library and a massive amount of members-only features and information. And the best part is, you can view and interact with each lesson on your mobile device or computer, giving you ultimate access to the method anytime and any place.
The method is the key to getting the most out of your partnership with your horse. We want everybody to experience the difference it will make. That's why we created 3 new ways for you to get the training content you need at the price you want. Our basic level allows you to purchase and download training content to your device at our standard price with no annual fee. When you become a No Worries Club member for $19.99 a month, you get up to 50% discount on any of your purchases. Plus, you get 8 digital videos and 4 digital journals a year, and access to the No Worries Club website, the largest collection of method material and resources in the world. Plus, you can become part of our social network and chat with thousands of other folks just like you. If you want the ultimate experience, mate, the premium membership is for you. You get all the benefits of the No Worries Club, a printed copy of our No Worries Club quarterly journal, and access to all of the method and the professional series kit training videos. Altogether, that's thousands of dollars of horse training and 20 years of horsemanship delivered right to your fingertips. So there you have it, folks. The new mobile method app is the easiest and most effective way to deliver the maximum amount of knowledge at a minimal amount of time. And with the new No Worries Club, you can be assured you're going to get exactly what you need at a price that's right for you. It's a free download, so what are you waiting for, mate? Get started today.
Start your digital training experience today. Visit our website and download the Down Under Horsemanship app to experience the method in a whole new way.